'Tis the season to be podcasting. Stay inside with a warm beverage and a hot microphone. If you're interested, Spotify can help you out. They've got a platform that lets you make one, distribute it, and earn money all in one place for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit podcasts right from your phone or computer. So you've already got the equipment necessary to start recording today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify, Apple, Google, and everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also available on Spotify. And when you want to take conversations with your fans to the next level, Q&A and polls are an excellent way to get them talking. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. Best of all, it's completely free. I switched Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy over to Spotify for Podcasters, and I haven't regretted it. The analytics are fantastic, and the new tools for hosting and updating the feed are way more than I could do self-hosting. Now, it's your turn. Head to podcasters.spotify.com and read all about it. Then, let me know what you're podcasting all about. We are heading back down south this week. Hey folks, I'm your host, Brian Rollins, and this is episode 174 of the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. For this week's show, we're visiting one of the original 13 colonies, South Carolina. If you're new to the show, welcome. Every week I ask 3 rounds of 10 questions about a different trivia topic. We're working our way through the US of A this season, and I've got 30 questions all about South Carolina trivia. If you need rules or scorecards, visit the show's website at dorkygeekynerdy.com. You can chat with me and other fans on Facebook, Twitter, or Reddit. Recently, folks have started throwing questions back at me, and it's been wonderful. That's enough chit-chat, so let's get started with the show. The Dorky Round. Number 1. Born in Barnwell, South Carolina, who is often referred to as the Godfather of Soul? James Brown. Number 2. What actress made her debut in Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan, and also appeared in Groundhog Day and 4 Weddings and a Funeral? That'd be Andie MacDowell from Gaffney, South Carolina. Number 3. Shoeless Joe Jackson received a lifetime ban from what sports league in 1921? Major League Baseball. He was part of the Black Sox scandal. Number 4. What South Carolina senator is, to date, the only member of the U.S. Congress to reach 100 while in office? Strom Thurmond. Number 5. What ocean borders South Carolina to the east? The Atlantic Ocean. Number 6. Who has co-hosted Wheel of Fortune with Pat Sajak since 1983? Vanna White. She's from Conway, South Carolina, and has appeared in over 7,500 episodes of the game show. Number 7. How many states border South Carolina? Just 2. North Carolina, obviously, and Georgia. Number 8. What actress and star of How to Get Away with Murder has been nominated for 4 Oscars? Viola Davis. She has been nominated more than any other black actress. She won her first Oscar for 2016's Fences. Number 9. Who is the only U.S. president born in South Carolina? Andrew Jackson. Number 10. South Carolina was the last state to remove what flag from its Capitol building? The Confederate flag. The Geeky round. Number 1. What South Carolinian was one of the Catwomen on the 1960s Batman series, as well as the voice of Yzma in The Emperor's New Groove? Eartha Kitt. Number 2. What is the capital of South Carolina? Columbia. Number 3. What civil rights activist helped found Operation Push and ran for president in 1984 and 1988? Jesse Jackson. Number 4. At 14 feet in diameter, the world's largest what are made in Lexington, South Carolina? Tires. They're made for large earth movers. Number 5. Born in South Carolina, what actor appeared in the series Parks and Recreation, as well as starred in and created the Netflix series Master of None? Aziz Ansari. Number 6. What South Carolina singer suggested "Let's Twist Again" back in 1962? Chubby Checker. Number 7. Barbra Streisand directed herself and Nick Nolte in what 1991 movie based in South Carolina? The Prince of Tides. Number 8. Several states seceded from the Union at the start of the Civil War. In order of secession, where does South Carolina rank? They were the first to secede from the Union in December 1860. Number 9. What jazz musician is known for his improvisation, giant cheeks, and bent trumpet? Dizzy Gillespie. He was born in Sheraw, South Carolina. Number 10. Filmed in Long Creek, South Carolina, what 1971 movie featured Jon Voight, Burt Reynolds, and possibly the worst camping trip ever? Deliverance. The Nerdy Round. Number 1. What boxer from Beaufort, South Carolina, fought Muhammad Ali 3 times, the last in The Thrilla in Manila? Joe Frazier. Number 2. Sumter, South Carolina, is home to the largest farm for what tree, native to China? Ginkgo. Number 3. What is the official state nickname of South Carolina? The Palmetto State. Number 4. What musician led Hootie and the Blowfish before striking out on his own as a country singer? Darius Rucker. Number 5. What is the largest city in South Carolina? Charleston. It just edges out Columbia by 14,000 people. Number 6. Christianity is by far the most commonly practiced religion in South Carolina. What is the second? Baha'i. Number 7. What resort town is located 20 miles northeast of Savannah, Georgia? Hilton Head Island. Number 8. Taking place in South Carolina, what 2006 horror comedy was directed by James Gunn and starred Nathan Fillion and Elizabeth Banks? Slither. Number 9. What 1991 movie starring Michael J. Fox is often cited as the template for Pixar's Cars? Doc Hollywood. The film takes place in South Carolina. Number 10. We mentioned Robert Gould Shaw and his all-black regiment back in our Massachusetts episode. Where did he and his unit meet their end? Fort Wagner on Morris Island. And that's it for South Carolina. It's a beautiful looking state that I'd love to visit someday. Here are a few bonus facts about the Palmetto State. Palmettos were used in early fort construction. Their spongy texture meant that cannonballs would often bounce back at the people firing them. The highest point is Sassafras Mountain at 3,500 feet. There is no sassafras actually growing there. South Carolina was the 8th state to join the Union. It's the 24th largest state by population, putting it almost smack in the middle of the pack. We'll be back again next week with 30 more trivia questions. Here's a clue to tide you over. What state's name comes from the Seneca, meaning the Great River? That doesn't help most folks. I'll narrow it down. It's in the Central Time Zone. Not much more help, huh? Ah well, you'll find out soon enough. This has been episode 174 of the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. The music has been by Jason Shaw at Audionautics.com. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. You can find me at thevoicesinmyhead.com. Thanks for listening.